Oh, we can click on it. Messages. Letters. This is Letters Long Lost. This game is about letters. Damn, I'm very descriptive. The letters are from people that are long lost. Let's open the top one. It's from, it's like future apocalyptic bullshit, maybe? I don't know. My dearest Jude. Hey Jude, I implore you, do not seek my location, no matter how heavy the emotional toll on one's mind. You must delve deep within oneself and obliterate the memories of our past. Expunge your being. That's a weird thing to say. I never said expunge to anybody. Of our fluttering moments together on this mortal plane. In time, the merest thought of me will usher only pain. Damn, that's like a poet or something. These blistered hands cannot undo one's action. I look back upon my time and I'm sickened by the deeply callous nature and ease of one's atrocities. To think that the very cement and rusted trowel of one's profession would cast them into the muddy depth of deeds beyond repentance. I still hear the blood-curdling screams. What is he talking about? Did he kill a person? The cold twang of metal scraping upon brick as I sealed their fates. I can never unmake that wall. Oh, so he make a wall that maybe there's like a war between a country and we block the people, you know. He's part of making that blocking happen. I don't know, man. Nor take back the prolonged harrowing agony inflicted by that architectural abomination. The muffled pounding of broken fists against stone still haunts my every waking moment. No matter the action of future selves, I cannot silence nor escape these sins of mine. To think that all it took to drive me to such measures was the shimmering gleam of riches untold. So you gotta pay good money to do making a wall. It shouldn't be on your conscience, cause whoever needs to be feeling guilty is the one who told you to make the wall. But I don't know, man. I guess you do feel guilty too, because you are the one who does it. And the cold promise of stranger's coin. What's cold promise? Did you got scammed? How I yearn for a return to the simple days of past, the predictable mundanity of contractual bricklaying in the beating smoke riddled heart of the city. For all my petty grumbling and pleas for escapism, those moments embroiled in everyday labor were my finest. Redemption shall forever elude me. I am not deserving of such deeds, as my body is cast into the cold soils and my soul leaves this wretched plane. I know that only the smoldering whales of hell await me. How can one person write multiple letters? I think the letters are supposed to be like the same quality. Like, damn, bro, I can't even write this one fucking letter. Like, this guy's shit. I guess you need to read a lot of books or something. But that's the first letter, and I don't know. I feel like a fucking stalker right now. You know, going to a mailbox in the middle of nowhere. Like, I don't know who owns this shit. And then I open the letters, each one of them. What am I doing? What is my purpose in this game? Just reading letters? Like, what am I? To the Commissioner General of the Icelandic Department of Mystery, I am writing to you to inform you of a most peculiar discovery. The putrid enigma of the Mulgarp Strand Tidepool Foetus Chamber. What the fuck is that? After receiving a deeply unsettling anonymous tip in the early hours of the morning, I gathered together my investigative tools and set out into the jaws of this winter's freezing gale to witness the aforementioned phenomenon myself. Upon arrival at the bleak ice-swept location, I could sense the air of a deep wrongdoing. A sin. There is a sinner among us. Well, I guess all of us. A shivering jolt ricocheted down my spine, prompting a cold sweat as I slowly trudged the length of the overcast, rain-soaked shoreline, accompanied by the sounds of the brittle crunches of 1,000 bleached shell fragments washed ashore by recent storms. I drew close to the harsh, gray mass of the jagged slate tide pool. Fuck, man. If I was reading this letter, I would be amazed, but kinda annoyed too if I was the receiver of this. Like, damn, bruh, just be straight to the point, but you're so poetic, so I don't know how to feel right now. Snagging my beach trousers and scraping thin ribbons in the exposed leg flesh as I clambered over the mollusk strangled maw-like blades of the harsh, slippery terrain. Skin, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the hell is this? Over the mollusk strangled maw-like blades of the harsh, slippery terrain. I was thinking he was talking about some bacteria or something, or some organism. Like, bro, it's the fucking terrain. You're talking about terrain like a living thing. That's kind of hard. Well, good for you for having creativity. Skin raw and weeping crimson droplets of blood into the salt-heavy pools below. I finally scaled the last of the uneven masses, gazing down in horror upon the ungodly visage of the Foetus chamber. I don't know what Foetus is, so Foetus is a fetus, but I don't know why the game said like Foetus. Am I tweaking or am I hearing like a phone beeping sound, like doot, doot, doot? You know, when phone disconnect, like they lost their connection or something. I think that's the same shit. They make that kind of doot, 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 doot. That must be crazy to y'all. The spectacle, a pulsating mass of womb-like mucus engulfing a 5-meter craggy basin. What the fuck? Okay, man, I need some visual because I'm stupid. Within the dark maroon depth, submerged just below the slime film surface, a thrashing swarm of malformed embryos spiraling the liquid in a jarring, almost ritualistic motion. This grim parade of convulsing organic matter, frantically squelching as they blew pus bubbles from torn holes, with a twisted resemblance to the human mouth, a nightmare-inducing communion of entities. The child spawn of the vast ocean deep, each of the bustling creatures, a gale-clad humanoid. What? They're human? How do you contain those shit? Foetus, humanoid foetus, fetus, sporting crude webbing, protruding spinal matter, and multiple rows of razor-sharp, needle-like teeth, with empty sunken eye sockets and dark inky vision globes callously strewn around the remainder of their facial ligaments. Sickening. Damn, bro, don't need to be like that. Why are you sickening? Like, bro, I would think like that's either awesome or, I don't know, maybe disgusting, but sickening. I never know what sickening feels like. I know it's not the same as being sick. I guess sickening is more of like disgusting. More like, you know, if you see somebody and they're like a rapist, I guess that would be sickening, so yes. Is that the same as this shit? No, I don't think so. You just see like a weird creature, furious, cursing the very existence of this ungodly, twisted abomination. I leapt down from my perch and drove my clenched hand down into the putrid mass, tearing the mucus-heavy film of the exposed tadpole womb, the ear-piercing wailing that followed, a sound beyond mortal comprehension, a deep, intangible, guttural howling, stirred from the very heart of the vast trenches lining the seafloor. This harrowing aquatic choir split my eardrums into a series of deep, irreparable fractures, the mangled stumps gushing cerebrospinal, cerebrospinal, damn, fluid. Why is bro there? Like, what? Plunging me into a blackout state of slumber of which I nearly failed to wake. How do you know you failed to wake? I guess he fall asleep. How do you know you failed to wake up? Now, you don't know that shit. When you wake up, you could be probably dead and you're just fucking spirit. Like, man, damn, this guy like super smart or something. He knows what's wrong with his brain. I awoke 2 weeks later, blurry vision and head covered in a thick layer of stained bandages. What? Stained bandages? Someone help me. Help this guy. As I sat on the edge of the rickety wooden hospital bed, coughing handfuls of red mucus into my sweat-drenched palms, I whispered a small prayer. Mortals such as I were never meant to witness the unspoken acts of the Fae. Fae? This game is about Fae or something? What? Our brittle human comprehension struggles to fathom the murmurs of the metaphysical. How we shy away from the knowledge we are not alone. I write of this as an eyewitness to the extraordinary, a mere passenger to life mysteries. Document this enigma in your weighted tomes. Allow me to respite of expunging these memories. May this find you well, Wilbur Wren. Wilbur Wren is the first letter that I read have some name on it. I don't remember. Okay, second letter, the middle one. To you that reads this letter, I do hope one can make sense of the absurdities I've witnessed, the breathless cries of mothers departed, the empty cradles that sway without breeze nor touch. There's no midwife who toiled this mortal plane, whom would not tremble bearing witness to the umbilical specters of the spectrum hate, manor, birthing ward. What's wrong with that place? Even as I write this message, bloody palm, cold sweats grip me as I picture their ever-twisting visage. If there be a heaven, God quivers behind an empty throne, cursing the foulness of his creation, of birth, an unspeakable wretchedness that strikes terror into the hearts of the angel, and hell's most loathsome demons like, torn organs given phantom form, spectral position, wrathful intention given form, conjured by the unborn lost to the cruelty of nature's uncaring whim, calcified, ill-fated fetal matter of an ectoplasmic nature. What is this about? Why are you? Oh, goddamn, bro, making a lyric to the song or something. Fuck, man, this ain't no metal. What's wrong with all the people who write this letter? Are they like reading some? Are they like in a poet society? What the fuck? Cursed to linger for eternity, the 9 realms of the living. How can the unborn cleanse themselves of unfinished business when they know not of life? What of the ambitions of the womb? Do they cry out for the gentle touch of a mother never met? I watch on in terror as new mothers, mouth agape, were torn limb from limb by the uncaring will of pulsating. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Birth place. What is it called? Manor? Birthing shit something? What? Why do people go there? Do they all know this? Or maybe this woman know this shit. Hey, she just barely escaped that, man. Pulsating tangled organic masses that wailed in an indescribable babbling child's tongue. Walls bled into a shadowy womb-like fleshscapes, and the many corridors of the birthing ward heave with a raging torrent of umbilical fluid, pulverizing furniture and bodies as it engulfed the manor. I slipped on the dark liquid as I fled, cracking my skull against a solid wooden bed frame. Oh shit, that must hurt like hell. You crack a skull? You need surgery for that, I think. When I awoke, head spinning, bleary-eyed, I saw only carnage. Blood pooled on the crudely varnished flooring. Broken forms lay scattered among splintered antiques. Pierced bodies lacered by shards of decimated medical equipment. I could only scream. I could only scream. That's it. You must have survived though, right? Like, that's why the letter is here. Are they like in the same mailbox? They are, right? In the beginning, that was a mailbox, if you all don't know this and think it was like an alien or something, because I think it's an... I don't know what I think it was. Why is all this letter sent to this one person? Is this like the president or something? Shit. All this weird shit happening. Dear Victor Von Doom, I'm retching as I write this. The Dernswood moss pustule fungal spores have ravaged my esophagus. Why is the E turned into O-E, fetus, esophagus? Is this using Old English? Man, what? When did this game got created? I think it's not that old, man. pulsating whilst they persistently swell within me, causing me to agonizingly heave as I pitifully gasp for some fleeting semblance of breath. It's a slow, prolonged vomiting motion of sorts, the moist barbs of the fungus root tendril gruelingly clawing at the gullet nerves in a reverse act of digestion. What the fuck is that? The moist barbs of the fungus root tendrils gruelingly clawing. Root tendrils what the fuck? I can't understand that, man. Like, is there like some lack of coma or dot or something wrong with the text? Like, what? It's so hard for me to understand this part. Like, I understand that the root, the fungus is planting its root on the nerve. Why do you say this shit? What? Okay, I don't know, man. Something wrong with me. Apologies for the damn globules of spittle I heave onto the dull cream-colored confines of this crinkled postcard. Crinkled? That's a cute word. To expel these foul crimson blooms once and for all would be an act of euphoric bliss beyond the realms of comprehension. How I crave the giddying notion of sensory normality. Sensory normality? Like, damn, bro, you could just say how I crave the giddying notion of sensory normality too. I don't know what to say, man. I'm not that good at saying words. The end nears. Through blurred vision, the shadowy specters of death lingers in silence. Set against the darkness of the peripheral void, they callously lust for the rasping sigh of my final breath. Damn, that's kinda hot though. I've marked a spot in the damp undergrowth of the gloom-stricken woods that lay behind my cabin. It is here I ask you to bury me, as my limited time on this mortal plane falters. I feel only the pain of the fleshy gills unfurling as they seep down my trachea to engulf what little lung capacity remains. By the time you find me, I'll have passed. I simply pray that the cruel visage of the crude, fungal twisted decomposition is inevitably consuming. What the fuck? Sorry for screaming. These words are crazy, man. And I'm kinda sick, like my nose is blocked in two of its hole. So that's all of it. Fungal twisted decomposition inevitably consuming my form will fade with the haze from your memories and scar not your future dreamscapes. Fuck! Okay, sorry for that. Who knew that a lifelong passion for foraging would be my undoing? You got it from doing your hobby and your passion. Shit, that's sad, you know. Okay. Curse the spiteful hand fate has dealt me. Were I not merely a feeble creature of this earth, I'd cast these cards aside and spit daggers into the face of this uncaring god. Maybe you did something to get this shit. I don't know, man. I'd trade all those fleeting moments of joy and merriment spent feasting on my wild harvest for a future in which I'd have met my grandchildren. I beg of you, speak only of my life and sporadic deeds of kindness, not of the impending atrocity of the departure. Who the fuck is this letter sent to, man? Are you like a king or something? I'll faithfully carve out for myself yours. That? What the fuck? That's... Whew. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. Let's go to the second to last letter. Vincent, my boy, forgive the speckles of vomit that line these pages. How I wish I could purge these eyes of the unimaginable horrors I've seen. I have traveled the far corners of this earth, witnessing spectacles beyond comprehension and wonder. However, this curiosity that have always pulled me onward toward unfound knowledge has become my very undoing. As I scribble these letters, the 3 sleepless weeks of mine weigh heavy on my being. My mind falters. Hallucinogenic phantoms silently etch their way into my ramshackle shelter, scuttling in the darkness of the far corners of my vision. They watch on as my heart palpitations worsen by the day. Insomnia has ravaged this body of mine. I fear that in time it will consume me. Of the countless lies and the bitter poison of fatherly neglect, I ask not forgiveness nor salvation. I can only beg of you not to follow in my footsteps and trust my words but this once. But this once? Shouldn't you say that for this once? I don't know, man. I'm not good at English. I just speak shit. I don't know what they mean. No matter what path your life takes you, never, no matter how much it tempts you, nor calls to the very core of your being, seek the tidal festival of Slate Jaw Cove. 3 long weeks ago, on the dawn of the new moon, stood upon the grey speckled sands of that shoreline, I bore witness to the culling of the manatee. Never in my life have I seen such depravity as I saw that night, staring into the sunken eyes of the local village folk. I saw only bloodlust, the harrowing cruelty of humanity laid bare, a sickening ballad of entrail, drenched cleavers carving bone and skin from the waters, the piercing screams of gentle ocean giants, choking on the final droplets of lifeblood as they sank slowly down into the frozen depth, the agony of the ocean dead rattle, clamoring in desperation as the uncaring hands of our kin relentlessly tore countless fearful beings into a mangled pulp tapestry of flesh. The hours spiraling on, a carousel of blades plunging into the darkness of the icy salt water, crudely emerging, dripping in unthinkable shades, the sand stained with the thick clotted crimson of sinless aquatic butchery. In the chaos, I watched as the young calf were crushed against the jagged rocks by their fleeing mothers, only for the cold steel to fall upon their spines and steal the life from their fearful eyes. I wept into the bitter tides, both shaken and deeply broken as I gazed upon the euphoric malice plastered on the faces of the village folk, quivering in disbelief as cheerful hymns of humanity echoed back upon the rock formations. The sickening irony of such harmonies curdling my stomach as I vacantly drew my eyes across the fractured line of decimated bodies spanning the vast length of the coastline. Silent pleas for mercy frozen on the lifeless faces of the manatee. Dear Lord, forsake us wretched beings. We deserve not your forgiveness nor salvation. We are but the makers of our own hell, cursing this world with our infinite cruelty. What? But the Lord will forgive you anyway, cause, well, if you ask for it. I don't know. Last letter. Reader. Okay, I'm a reader. I'm sure by now you're well aware of the societal. What the fuck did I say? Societal? What the hell is that? Oh my, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? What? I said societal. What? What is that? Of the societal depravity of mundanity, the woefully callous disregard for one another as we cast life after life into the infinite molten inferno of death. As the fluid lung epidemic swept our nation, engulfing a plethora of norms we hold precious, we held strong, bolting our doors to protect our fellow kin. Here it was within the smothering grasp of isolation, a small part of us began to decay. Our compassion, the baseline empathy we hold for human life, a rotten husk swirling the grim void of boundless self-serving disregard. With the epidemic still raging, we threw open our door once more, cackling of freedom as we covered our eyes to the needless desolation. Amassing in the streets, we burned our masks and led forth to inhale the spite-laced plumes of community lung juice. Lung juice, bro. That sounds like a good time though. Like that. Like that shit will make you fly high or something. Retching Wells wheeze spluttered infected matters into the faces of the vulnerable, shrieking to the heavens for normality. Let the weak shield lock them within the dark confines of their homes and watch isolation consume them. We have life to live, and will willingly trample 100,000 beings into corpses for the sweet embrace of everyday mundanity. This game is all about that everyday slice of life bullshit. I guess the author is trying to make us appreciate every single little thing in this everyday life we are living in. Like, look at these people. They all go to the weirdest fucking places and they don't find happiness. They all seem to be fucking angry, stressed out, scared, despaired. Thank God I'm out my home, which I'm not really that happy when I'm home, but I feel content when I'm home. So it's nothing really bad happening, you know. Why do you want mundanity so much? Is it not our duty to protect those in need? To a society so bent on capitalistic pride-stricken gluttony, acts of charity are but a passive deed. Sorry for saying that weird. The mere semblance of personal inconvenience and the mass slips are petty routines more valuable than mere right to existence. The bleak shrines to habitual continuity riddled with the broken bodies and crudely perforated organs of the unlucky vulnerable masses hidden from view. Sacrificial lambs to the cause, their slow, agonizing demises so distant they seem as though a number secreted by a news anchor. Families rip apart for mere shopping outings, chit-chats and jokes. How inconceivable the notion of wearing a mask. How absurd the act of giving others distance. Assume the unaware malice of the unaffected and let them drop like flies for the heartless ego of the masses. Is that all? It can't be all. Oh, I can't open the letter again. What the fuck? What the fuck, bitch? What are you, bitch? Sorry for screaming, cause that really creeped me out. I didn't expect this bullshit to be coming right up to me. Hello, mate. Oh, I can click on it. Hello. I think I touched its nose or something. Like, boop. What the fuck was that? That's it. Damn, bro. I think I got the lung fluid disease or something, man. What the fuck is that? What? That's it? Oh, what the fuck, man? This game just scared me with the poetry. Yeah, like, this is a bait and oh hell nah, bro. This is a bait game. Like the poetry is I don't know, man. It's weird. What? Is it gonna jump scare me again? Fuck no. Oh, what the fuck, man? I got jump scared again. Fuck. Hell no. No, get your ass out of here. No, shut the fuck up. Okay. What the fuck am I looking at? That sound. Like, it's creeping me out, man. This must be like a cosmic horror shit. That's why all the people is gone. And the mailbox is floating in space or something. Like, look at that fucking shit. Look at this fucking mailbox right here. Right? Like, what the fuck is that? Where is this? What happened to the place? What the fuck is this game about? I thought it was about mundanity of life, but then it jump scared me, so what? I don't know what this game is about. Y'all can find your own conclusion. Cause I think, I just forgot what the fucking game was about. That jump scare made me stupid or something. Anyway, that's me playing Letters Long Lost. What the fuck is this game about? I don't know. I just learned some new way to say some words. Thank you. And for the jump scare too. What? Is that the only horror part of this game? What the fuck is this, man? Alright. Thank you. And goodbye.